It's Thursday, baby.
What that mean?
It's Straight Talk Podcast with fella. Next to me is Rev. How you doing today, Rev Rowe?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. I'm good, man. I'm happy for it to be showtime. Showtime?
Showtime.
Is this? Oh, wait a minute.
What happened?
Look a little good. Never mind. we look fine on you. Well,
No, we don't.
it's the TV.
Did I touch it?
I didn't touch the TV. You want me to straighten it out a little bit? Let me straighten it out. Excuse me, America.
Hold on, y'all. We got some.
Put up the color bars. I can't see this.
We interrupt this program. Anyway, what's up, y'all, man? Straight Talk Podcast. What's going? Oh my. Let's no, a little more. There you go. Right there.
Literally, I'm about to move my hand and it's gonna fall. It doesn't stay up over there.
Man, forget it.
Okay, well.
TV Crooked. Hey, y'all see it. Straight Talk Sports Podcast with fella and Rev.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Ready
Good.
to get this bread. I'm ready to discuss some sports, man.
That joint Max Crooked. Oh, Mad Crooked, I think. Yeah, we know, man. Yeah, exactly. We just gonna keep it rolling.
Appreciate it, pimp. Appreciate
Keep
it.
it rolling. Yeah, man, let's get the show to roll. You know how we started off always. Question of the day. Segment of the podcast where I ask my boy to the left of me a question and give him a grade on this answer.
Most of the time I get hold.
No, he likes to exactly. He like to get upset with the grades, but you can't get upset because they're completely subjective. I can give him whatever grade I want to give him. Give him whatever grade I want to grade. It's coming quick. Like sometimes I got an autocorrect, like mouse. Sometimes I got an autocorrect halfway through.
He said, I can make him do that. I can make it whatever I want. That's what I meant to say.
Anyway, question of the day is an easy one for me. Who was the winner of the mega trade yesterday? Who won the trades? You got the Nets, Pacers, Houston, and there was another team I can't think of. What was it? The Suns? OKC? They always seem to be in the trade. What's the fourth team?
You really don't know? It's Cleveland.
Oh yeah, Cleveland.
You really didn't know.
Andre Drummond got traded. I forgot.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No, they got Jerry Allen.
Thank you. Okay. Lord, whatever grade you give me is already some bullshit because you don't know what you're talking about. So, I am going to honestly say, and I feel like people ain't talking about this enough, the Cavs won that trade, man.
no, you're not getting a good grade, bro.
Listen. Think about it, though.
You're not getting a good grade. You know when you walk into the class and you late, so you already get 50% off your test grade? That's what the grade.
Listen.
You walk into this with a 50%.
Listen, hold on. Look, let me show you something. let me show you something. Because you're not finna do this. He said it's 50% off. I don't even want to talk no more. Hold on, man. Damn, that hurt. You already lost 50%.
He did. What are you trying to go trade?
I'm looking up the standings, man.
Oh, I got the standings right here. Oh, my bad. You got to refresh it.
Lord, have mercy on my soul.
It's old standings. What we looking at the standings? Cavs at the bottom. I know that.
No, they're not, bro. Look at the standings, bro.
If not, they on their way.
Look at the standings, bro.
Bro, if they not on the bottom right now, they on their way. Trust me. We looked at their roster earlier.
I'm finna look them up my damn self. Waiting on this computer. Look, I'm finna make my point. Damn it.
Sorry, y'all. Computer's slow. If y'all want to donate,
hit the Patreon.
To the Black Brother Computer Fund. Go ahead. Hit me up. What's your cash out? $sign, Merle sign. Send it to him.
How did you remember that? You ain't never sent me no money.
Because it's catchy. $sign, Merle sign.
Like that?
Oh, yeah.
Merle sign. Anyway, well, the Cavs are 5-7, which doesn't put them that far behind.
It's getting worse. I know when you thought we came up with this argument, you was like, oh, they was 5. They was 5-6. They not bad. Look, your grade going down, bro. Ain't no way you came up with this argument while they was 5-7. In what place they in?
They 5-7. They
in 11th place.
They almost at 8th, bro.
Bro, you didn't come up with this argument while they was in 11th place.
They got Torian Prince and Jared Allen for free. They didn't lose shit.
They didn't trade those?
No. I think all they did was receive something. You got Jared Allen and Torian Prince for $0.
But you act like Torian Prince is that great.
But I'm saying,
Or
they're a young team that is building.
And they got
those are good pieces to have, and they're thinking about trading, allegedly thinking
Drummond.
about trading Drummond anyway. So the fact that you about to place Drummond with Jared Allen, who is a double-double machine, your young backcourt is developing nicely. In general, y'all team they're not that far off from literally 7 and 8 are like all in that mix to the bottom of the conference. 8 seed is 5 and 5. Charlotte is at the 7 seed. They're gonna make the playoffs, and they 6 and 6. So on the low end, the Cavs did win because they gained some good pieces for their future whenever they're good by 2037.
No, they're not gonna be on the team by 2037. That's the point.
Cleveland is gonna get good again, man. It
No,
might take
they're
another
not.
100 years, but it's gonna get good.
Until LeBron James Jr. No, you know what? LeBron James Jr. can't even save the Cavs.
Yeah.
The day the Cavs get good again is when LeBron James himself retracts 20 years of age and is able to get drafted #1 first overall to the league. That's the only thing that's good that's ever happened to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I said this before, I say it again. Is LeBron James. The only reason we talk about LeBron James or the Cavaliers at all since 1990,
What is it?
whatever, 92,
What's the
93.
reason?
LeBron James.
Look, though, man, for real.
Wait, for real, you think the Cavs won the trade?
The obvious
You don't
answer
think
is the Nets.
You don't think the Nets won the trade?
I don't feel like
They
who won the
potentially-
trade is ever a fair question for the team that got the loaded part of the deal. Here's a perennial
You could have
all-star
said the Rockets.
MVP.
I would have been okay with that.
I never really got his Oladipo.
Bro, they got 4 first-round draft picks.
They're not going to do anything when them Rockets suck. So the Nets are the
You could have
obvious
said the
answer.
Pacers. They got Karis LeVert. The Pacers are a good team.
The Pacers, I will
And
say,
they're adding Karis LeVert.
realistically, the Pacers did win because you got Karis LeVert, and all you did was have to lose Oladipo, who was probably walking this summer anyway. So you got somebody that's equally as talented,
He's going to be on the books for a while.
equally as productive. He's stuck on the books for a minute, and like Karis is ready to jump straight in and ball. Oladipo was dealing with an injury for the last year and a half, and still just now getting back in his rhythm. So you locked up LeVert for the next couple years and got rid of somebody that had been complaining about wanting to leave low key anyway. So the Pacers walked away to me as the second best team from their trade because the obvious answer is the Nets. You got James Harden, so
with that being said, you said the Cavs. 0.
it's not.
F.
Look, the only reason I brought up the Cavs though is because I keep seeing people talk about the trade and nobody's really talking about the fact that
Because they got 17 big. They didn't do Knicks. They got 3 big men on the team. They got JaVale McGee, Andre
they
Drummond.
do have JaVale.
Yes. He's the point guard.
Okay, here's what really would have made me happy yesterday. If somehow that trade involved Kevin Love as well. If Indiana somehow got it, just
And
get
they got Kevin Love.
Get
You
Kevin
made it
Love
even
out of
worse.
here. Yeah,
Did he?
he's injured.
Is he
I
playing?
think
Oh,
injured.
Injured, okay.
I don't know if he really is or not, but they need to just let him get the hell out of there.
Yeah, you're going to have to take your L today. You're going to get an L, a 0, and an F.
That's
With that
fine.
answer.
I don't even care.
That's a horrible answer.
I
I'm
don't
going to say
even
the
care.
Cavs
I
because
just
they
wanted to
got
go
Jared
for it.
Allen.
I wanted to go for the shock value.
And Tyree and Prince.
Nobody has said the Cavs.
Who the hell is Tyree and Prince? How many points he got this year? What do you average? What is his average?
Hey man, where's Kyrie, bro? Where's Kyrie?
No, how about better yet? Has he started the game this season? How many minutes he got? Does he get at least double-digit minutes?
Man, chill out.
Like,
Where's
and
Kyrie?
Jared
Irving,
Allen.
man?
Jared Allen was on the bench behind DeAndre Jordan. It's like, what? DeAndre Jordan is 36 years old. What? You said the Cavs. Come on, man. Get out of here.
I was trolling.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, you got this troll is 0. We don't accept trolls around here.
Where's Kyrie, man?
Anyway, next topic, yeah. Kyrie's gone missing. I don't really know
Check
what the
your milk
update is.
cartons.
I think they found him, really. I saw somebody said they found him. But who knows? What are your thoughts on Kyrie ditching his team and what is it? No showing? No call, no show?
I mean, my thing is, it kind of caught me by surprise because I know one night I got the notification he wasn't gonna play due to personal reasons.
I knew it was downhill from there.
But I didn't know.
I already knew.
I didn't think about the timing of when he took the game off.
Well, as far as
like right when the insurrection stuff happened. You remember when we was having Black Lives Matter issues going on during the bubble? Well, leading up to the bubble, he was one of the main people saying basketball isn't important right now. We got other stuff to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's when he started his political stuff, like actually talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So like right when the insurrection happened, the game off for personal reasons. I didn't think it was nothing political, and then I was like, wait, nah, it's been about 3-4 games, Kyrie.
So what, you think it was something political?
I think it has to be. I think there was. They were talking about some Zoom call, talking about like basically change and stuff like that politically, and he was on the Zoom call. The Zoom call started at 7. The Nets had a game that night at 7:30. So clearly, but he was also at like a niece's birthday party or something. So he's under investigation for that because he was seen, like he documented there at the party without a mask. So it's a lot going on there. I hope he comes back and plays just because I'd like to see how this experiment works. And allegedly, he's excited to return. A lot of people think this was planned, right? Because the Houston Rockets kept talking about they want Kyrie or Kevin Durant in exchange. They're not going to give him up for anything less than that. So Kyrie was like, all right, bet. You know, him, KD, and James Harden, they all on FaceTime.
Right.
I'm finna take a couple days off. They not gonna want me there, bro. If I'm acting crazy again, I take 3-4 games off. They not gonna try to get me for you.
So you saying they was playing chess?
They was playing extra ultra 3D chess. Like it was, they was going big time.
So just chess.
It went all over our head, clearly.
Yeah. Right.
Pause. But they don't think too hard about it. You usually say the weird stuff.
I won't.
But that kind of makes sense. I doubt it's that deep, but that would be kind of like, it makes sense. Because what would make you not want to trade for a player? Somebody's taking off 4 or 5 games.
No, I would still trade for him.
You would still trade for Kyrie?
I honestly thought they was going to trade for him.
What are you doing?
I still think Kyrie might get traded. Potentially.
If Kyrie get traded, KD truly is the biggest snake in history, bro.
How you going?
Because you agreed.
No call, no show.
Nah. If Kevin want him there, they gonna keep him there. And they literally were in cahoots since last February about going to this team. So
he ain't showed up to his job in over a week.
But when he was there, we was killing folks, bro.
But my thing,
what I'm saying,
wait,
they were not.
So you saying he no call no show after the insurrection in the Capitol, or
I think it was.
Because when did he no call no show? Thursday.
I think so.
Okay.
I want to say they
had
a
potentially. You think it had something to do with that? That's a new. I haven't heard that thought process.
Because he said that he's willing to walk away from basketball and everything that he's got to focus on social change.
He's trying to talk about Maya Moore.
If you would see a white supremacist mob try to overthrow your government and there's zero action towards them in the same way that black people are treated, then I can see how that would upset him and him be ready to walk away from basketball.
That's fair. Now. Okay. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Grade me on that, man.
Grade you on it?
Grade me on that.
Oh, grade you? Yeah, I give you no, it wasn't weak. Your answer was weak. I give you an A for that.
Anyway.
But yeah, I did. So with you saying that, yeah, I understand that, but I just thought he was no call and no show because he didn't feel like playing basketball. And that's not okay.
You gotta be informed, young man.
But what you throwing out is theory. You don't know.
I talked to him last night.
What'd he say?
He said, look, bro, FDK.
You mean FDT?
FDT, FDK, FDF, FDC, all of that. And I was like, damn, bro, well, get well soon.
You real. I respect it. Okay.
Get the team.
All right, Kyrie, outlook changed on you. Hopefully you come back, but I will hope he come back regardless. I was just thinking like,
nah, he gonna be back.
But
you don't get James Harden on your team with Kevin Durant not come back.
Yeah, my thought process is more like maybe they might be about to trade him if he don't come back.
Hell no.
Like I'm not mad necessarily at him. He's got personal issues that you got to deal with, but the team might have to move on if you not showing up.
Well,
because if he's out long enough, they can void his contract. So you'd be off the books.
Just retire and take them dividends. But
or do that.
What we really need to focus on, Josh, Kyrie might not be the only one that's about to stop playing basketball for a while.
Yeah, that's a big fact. Because the COVID is not cooperating. What? COVID is not cooperating with the NBA season.
The COVID.
I was thinking of it. It's off
It's
top,
not
man.
cooperating.
It's off top. Off
You
no.
said it like it was a vampire. The COVID.
And look, I told you, it
off the
comes
dome.
out as it's off the dome. And so I'm thinking about it as I'm saying it. Like, it's not scripted. One take. That's all we do.
The COVID.
One take, Drake. But anyway, COVID is not cooperating with the NBA season, and there is talks of them potentially ending the season, or not ending the season,
Having a
taking a break, hiatus, like we do a lot of times. So we're not the only ones to do it.
NBA talking about a little 9 to like 14 days, which is essentially just the quarantine period.
That's
Anybody
smart.
that may have it or has been
That might be
exposed,
smart.
that gives you the 2 weeks.
But it also comes down to a lot of players not being very happy with, feeling like they are,
Well, even before you get into that, though,
the Big
Brother. But before you get into that, you really got to think about the fact, like, last week, the 76ers were down to 7 available players.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to have a starting 5 and bench players to replace that starting 5, and all you have is 7 people. It was real hater shit from the NBA. They made the 76ers play that game. But like the very next night, Miami and the Celtics didn't have but 7 people available, and they postponed the game.
Right. Trust me, I didn't play the game with only about 4 or 5 or 6 of us. It's not fun. And those are only
They're tired, boss.
10-minute quarters. Probably not 8-minute quarters, probably. It's not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And they're postponing games like on a daily. There's games tomorrow night that are postponed. So how
Warriors
often are you
game
going
got
to keep that?
postponed.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How often can you keep doing that?
But I mean, is that my only kind of concern with it? Like, okay, you postpone it for 14 days. Everybody's able to clear the protocol. But once you come back, I mean,
how long is it going to be before
people are just going it's obvious that people are probably breaking the protocol. They want to get their wings. They want to get.
James Harden didn't give a damn about that.
They want to take a week hiatus from
James
the
Harden
season.
spent the last 3 weeks chicken in one hand, bag of money in the other.
Right, they want to go to the booty
crazy.
club. They want to do that. You're not going. They grown men. They got a right to do
Harden
that
was
stuff.
down there retiring jerseys, bro.
You see,
Now they done lost
see how
it.
the strippers was looking when they found out he left.
Hey, but no, man, it almost makes you question, and we're gonna get into it a little bit when you go into the player concerns, but it almost makes you question, like, there was talk of them doing the bubble for the whole season.
Yeah,
like the remainder of last season.
That's not realistic, though.
It's not, but it almost makes you wonder, should they have tried to push for that, or at least start it in a bubble or something? Because clearly,
that's not realistic.
But they got all these protocols that are so strict, and the players are crying about them, and that's not stopping anything.
My thing is, if you're gonna cry about it, then just sit out the season.
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. So we might as well just go ahead and get into the comments. Like, George Hill was talking about, I'm a grown man. You can't tell me where I can go and whoop-de-whoop-de what. But, like, okay, we have to try to keep, we have to have strict policies in place if you want this to work.
Right.
Like, the same way when we was down there in that bubble, and I guess George Hill would know. No, he was on the Bucks, so
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have to limit certain things to be able to make sure that this can work.
You gotta be a grown man.
Be a grown man. Step up, get over it.
Step up and do it.
And then my thing is, like,
you getting paid.
He basically said, if it's that dangerous, then maybe we shouldn't be playing. Okay,
Then
well,
go play.
You have the option to go ahead and sit it out.
You do.
Because you have a problem.
You can live your best life.
And go do whatever the hell you want. Get coronavirus and give it to all your family then, if that's what you want to do. But, like, it's not like they're watching you like Big Brother for no reason. Like, you saw how hard it was to keep this in a bubble. Now we're trying to open it back up a little more. Yeah. We have to try to do something.
I mean, I kind of understand where he's coming from. But, again, you get paid to play basketball. That's not negative in any way. You worked hard to get that.
Good for you, my boy.
Yeah. But we all dealing with it. It's not like you the only people that's dealing with COVID and doing extra stuff at your job. to stay away from COVID, and we all probably breaking some rules as well. But as far as as far as even just going to the media and be like, I'm a grown man, like, you know, maybe we should
That's
play.
what was weird.
They just don't play.
Yeah.
Like,
just
you don't nobody's making you go out there and play. Maybe your teammates might look at you a certain way, but I mean, hell, you have that right to sit out the season. People did it in NFL. People did it in the bubble.
Stay home.
You got over it. People got over it. I mean, the
like,
season still went on. If you haven't that big of an issue with the protocols or the rules that they're applying to you, then you probably just need to sit out the season and you know, enjoy family without big brother.
And Damian Lillard said something too. He didn't seem to be complaining as much as George Hill was. Like, I just didn't like the way George Hill came at it.
Tone wise.
Yeah. I'm a grown man. You can't tell me, well, this piece of paper you signed.
Right.
I own you. To a degree, your contractual obligations, I can't tell you exactly what to do. But Damian Lillard was complaining like, I can't really go nowhere but to the game and go home. And I like live on my phone. I'm like, bro, I get it. But
that's
again,
everybody though.
That's what I'm saying.
Technically, I mean, the normal citizen is not probably being monitored. Yeah, but technically, a lot of us are supposed to be going to their job and going home. And if they really have a job, some people do have jobs where they're really monitored, or some people are concerned about their health to where they can monitor themselves, where they just got to go to their job and go home. We all dealing with it.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's fair for them to.
Because my thing is, what else are you expected to be able to do?
You really shouldn't be able to do anything. The reason it's so bad is because we
won't do what they're trying to get you to do.
100%.
So
I agree.
That's why I just feel like it's weird to still be complaining about this, because you knew how hard it was to make the bubble a success. Both of you were in the bubble. So now that y'all have made it back to the outside world, like...
But let's be real, they probably wasn't in the bubble for that long. This season's been longer than what they was in the bubble. A month.
Season's it's not even a full month though.
It is, I'm tripping. Yeah, you're right. But they been NBA training.
It was 100-something days, bro. That's a third of a year.
No, but I was kind of making a joke at the fact they both got exit out the playoffs. It didn't hit. You win some, you lose some. Win some, you lose some. It was the delivery. The delivery wasn't there. But point is, they both got ousted out the boat pretty soon, so pretty early. So it wasn't really.
What did you say the COVID was doing? It wasn't what?
Cooperating.
The
COVID was cooperating.
Anyway,
Justin said Lakers versus Nets. Like I said before, the Harden trade happened, but now it definitely will happen if Kyrie leaves to prove everyone that the Earth is flat. So he said that's why he sat out. He's on a mission to prove
it's flat.
Earth is
and
flat.
I'm not playing till you say so. That sounds reasonable. He seems like a crybaby to me.
Hey, he's not wrong. I think if you don't pick the Lakers and the Nets to go to the finals at this point, you're making a really hot take. Something that a lot of people will be like, man, you tripping, including me.
Because you remember we were saying like you almost want to say it preseason. But then, like, I was saying, like, it's still a new team. There's still some stuff you got to figure out.
I was saying it.
To still assume. Like I said, at this point, having Harden out there, too, it's kind of hard to say no. Because even if one of them sits out a couple game stretch, like Kyrie's doing right now, you still are going to be worried about that team. You got Mark Henry and you got James Harden and KD coming at you.
Hey, those sweet little wings, they get you, boy.
Magic City treated him right.
Yeah.
Turkey leg hut all day because that brother is burly.
Burly.
He's looking like Baron Davis these days.
Yeah.
Chunky as hell.
Baron Davis.
Black Santa. Anyway, you still got
Andre Miller. It was a dude for L1, the big fat dude for L1. Escalade, yeah.
That's what I was just going to say, Escalade. That brother is far from starving.
The only team I can see giving them trouble is Boston. No, ain't nobody giving them trouble, bro. Not even the Lakers. I'm sorry.
It's just the Lakers. Unless THT just show up crazy.
No. No.
Well,
hell no.
There you have
it. THC is not gonna make any difference. Kuzma is not gonna make any difference.
Oh wait.
Maybe if they traded Kuzma.
Just though, if you're here, they do have Quinn Cook.
They do have Quinn Cook. Hey, Quinn Cook, he can kind of hoop though.
Handshake Hall of Fame. Water boy on bronze.
Boy know how to photobomb. You know how to photobomb.
Rally to our Hall of Fame.
Hold on, Lakers in 7, sir. Nah, bro, I'm sorry. That's cap.
I don't know.
I don't think they stand a chance. If the
GM finna be like, so Brad, it's time.
Yeah.
They'll mess around and flip Kuzma, Caruso, get KCP out of there.
They're gonna have to flip
Kuzma, Caruso, KCP, and like a draft pick or two.
It's gonna be.
They
got 4 draft picks. They got 4 draft picks and 4 draft swaps. For Harden, I think you get a little more. You're gonna need a little more for Brad Beal.
Wow,
a little more, but you're gonna need something similar to 4 draft picks for Brad Beal at this point.
OKC swing some type of.
He's talking about to get Brad Beal from the Wizards because that's failing.
To be fair, Russ' quad is still hurt. You see, he's gonna be out for 3 or 4 weeks.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
I'm not this year. I don't even.
Squad. That's what.
It is his squad.
Okay, that's what we're going with. That's why it's filmed.
But he's been having good games though.
Oh, okay.
We talked about this.
He's been having good games.
I'm not gonna fall for it.
How many times?
This year, I'm not falling for it. This year, I don't care. I'm no longer a Westbrook fan. I retired him.
Oh my God!
Because it's not worth the slander to me anymore. You're not helping me prove them wrong. I just have to keep watching you get bullied, and you keep getting bullied. Like you're not helping.
You're not getting bullied. He's just not that great.
He's bullied.
Great. He just not.
He gets slandered and
winner.
He hasn't.
He just can't win. His style is not winning basketball to me.
His style was winning basketball in 2016 until that lanky young man sold Game 6.
You can't blame it all on KD, bro.
It
wasn't KD. It was Clay. Game 6, Clay.
Game 5 was KD.
Maybe.
He sold heavy. Game 6 was Clay.
But the whole team sold. Look.
Bro.
I gotta deal with the heartache of 3-1, being down 3-1.
Did you watch that series? Every time down the court he was doing this. The reason they were blowing every team out in the playoffs was because they were playing great team ball. He got to Game 5. KD wanted to play hero ball. No. And you're not hitting the shots. Anyway,
we're not even was playing hero
We're not
ball,
getting there.
I remember talking about it.
We're not even going there.
I was like, here go the hero ball. Let's go.
We're not even going there.
We're finna win this game. But yeah, that's gonna be for me, Justin. That's gonna be the only way the Lakers have a chance if they get Brad Beal. But other than that, I think it's wraps for the Nets.
Yeah, no, we got there already.
Do we want to skip?
No, I'm trying to figure out how did we even start talking about that. What were we talking about? We were talking about COVID concerns.
We were talking about COVID concerns.
Justin said something. That's why we started saying that? Okay.
Yeah. We were talking about Brad Beal. Yeah.
He threw me all the way off.
Did you want to talk about we had on the rundown?
The Harden and
Cousins, what they was talking about with Harden.
How
How do you feel about Harden? Like, I guess we haven't talked about
I feel like it was a sorry move. Like, you acting real. My thing is, like, Anthony Davis had a piss poor team outside of Drew Holiday, and he didn't even act like this when he wanted to get traded. Anthony Davis was still showing up to everything. Yeah. He was still trying to suit out, and they deactivated him until they traded him.
Right.
Anthony Davis had every reason to be pouty about his situation. He was not. He handled it, did what he had to do, and then he left. My thing is James Harden, for one reason or another, whether it's been your shortcomings or just as a team we didn't get it done,
it's both.
We have provided you with solid teams for the last several years. You haven't capitalized.
Yeah. I mean,
and now you want to treat
teams, even though I never agree with the playing style, those teams were legit contenders. Other than last year, I don't really think they had a shot.
Last year, I feel like it would have been slim to none that they really had a legitimate title shot. But if they had gotten to keep up the pace of play that they were having before the season split, they would have been a much different team. And then also, if you don't have to worry about people going out because of COVID or sneaking girls into their rooms or hurting their quad right before the playoffs start, then maybe you do have a different team there. I don't necessarily think they would have beat the Lakers, but it would have been a lot more of a competitive series. So we've given you...
I said I would have liked to seen that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about early season, and then boom. So I think...
There's just a little.
given how he approached the situation, that just didn't sit right with me. And then, like I said, we gave you Chris Paul. He hurt himself, but then y'all missed all the threes in the world. That's on y'all. I'm not the one out there shooting as the GM or the coach. Yeah. Then the next year, no KD. He's gone.
That's the
and
one.
You
that
didn't
was
capitalize.
I said it then. They should have blew it up after that.
And then the year before you got Chris Paul, you had a competitive series, I think, with the Warriors. They didn't blow y'all out. So you've had several opportunities at this same team, and we've set you up multiple times. We found you somebody similar to Draymond. PJ Tucker is a smaller guy, but he gonna shoot them threes when you need him. He's gonna play.
Hey, send him to the Warriors.
Send him to the Heat. He gonna play his ass off on defense. You know what I'm saying? You're a glue guy. We got you a good big man. We got you shooters. We brought your best friend in when you decided you were tired of Chris Paul yelling at you, telling you to step up and be a man. So we went and got Russ.
Standing in the quarter.
We went and got Russ, who, guess what, said the same thing. And then he was like, yeah, I'm up out of here. So we've given you all-star teammates. We've given you solid rosters filled with what you need to succeed. And you as a player haven't always performed to the necessary level to get them where they could go. Ain't no reason they shouldn't have went to the finals in the last 3 years. Because you had opportunities. Well, not the last. Not including this one.
They should have went to the finals when KD got hurt.
When KD got hurt, and the year before that, they had the chance, though. There's no way you should have blown all the threes.
Still had KD on the... They were still underdog. They still had KD on
But them missing that many threes, bro, you had your chance. The fact that you pushed
them
to
They had a chance.
The fact that you pushed them to Game 7.
Yeah.
So anyway... So now you sitting here acting like you on the Kings or something, or the Knicks.
My thing
your
is
team isn't that bad.
Regardless of what team you are on, you need to show up.
Yeah.
You need to be in shape. That's the only issue I have. I get he didn't want to be in Houston anymore. That's fine. He has the right to not want to. It ran his course. He had his shortcomings. He had good teams. He didn't make it work. Okay, maybe your time's up in Houston. But you come to camp late. You out of shape. You you not playing. You literally, it's in the middle of the season. And yeah, you had a couple 40-point games, but then
those were preseason even. I don't even think those were regular season games.
Okay. Well, you come in and then in the regular season, you really almost not even, it's visibly you're not trying to even win.
What waist trainer you think you got on
there? He ain't got no waist trainer. He letting it go. Well, another thing, the thing I don't understand about that, for me, if I was a team, even like the Nets, I wouldn't even necessarily want you on my team. You're not doing anything to at least make yourself a viable target.
They were playing chess.
I mean, I guess, but
realistically,
I
what
assume
team is going to say no to Harden?
I assume
if we give you the right price and you say yes, no team is going to be like, I was just checking. If you can get Harden,
I assume he's on hopefully get into shape.
The Raptors,
but that's tough to say. You trying to get in shape in the middle of the season, so that means you gotta have to be working out in between games.
Telling you,
you're not gonna be in necessarily basketball shape, and
you finna get into his hotel room in Brooklyn and take that fat suit off. He got like the Nutty Professor pill or something. He just took the reverse type.
Okay.
He said, "I'm gonna get fat for basketball. Once they trade my ass, I'm gonna pop this other pill."
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if they play chess like that, then we'll see. But if I was a team, I would have been a lot more iffy. If he was out of in shape, I would have been more iffy since he's out of shape than he was in.
And even like when Darius
stayed in shape, I would have even probably been. I think if he came to the season in shape,
you said in shape 8 times and lost.
If he had come into the season, I talk like Chuck. I feel like Charles Barkley.
Yes.
If he comes to the season in shape, look. If he came to the season. he was in shape.
Okay. And then what?
Teams would have been the deal would have been done a lot sooner than what it was, man. I can't talk. Charles, I feel your pain, man. It's not easy.
And then what? Oh no, man. Look,
in my opinion, there needs to be some kind of punishment.
You have John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins isn't amazing. He's not his former self, but you have DeMarcus Cousins off the bench, which is
this team should
thing.
be a lot. And they got
you have Christian Wood now, who's doing phenomenal.
They should be a playoff.
PJ is still doing his thing. Ben McLemore is good. We still have other good pieces around you, and you sitting here acting like you're in a bad situation. So then John Wall is like, bro, It's 9 games. Like, ain't no way you can really just be that fed up already. And he mentioned chemistry. And DeMarcus Cousins was like, well, quite frankly, I don't feel no type of way.
Right.
Because I came to play with John Wall.
They felt the energy before you even showed up because you showed up late.
John Wall was somebody who was disrespect, to the guys that are all like, all we're doing is showing up ready to work. And
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we more committed to your franchise than you? All of us just got here. So
yeah, I think they should, like Darius said, they should maybe get a fine. Like a team, I think when you detrimental to the team like that, the team can fine you. And they maybe should have, but when you're making millions of dollars, it wouldn't make sense to actually like fine them like $1 million for anything like that.
My thing is, just one thing to be like, the Kawhi situation, he just said he wasn't going to play. But he was still showing up to everything that he needed to be showing up to. But he was like, I'm not going to play. James, you intentionally started the season off like a jerk. Like,
yeah.
The rumor was out there about you and Russ, but it was very clear, like, we're okay with losing Russ. We're not trying to lose both of y'all right now. Like, we'll still try to build around you. We're still trying to give you a winning team.
Yeah.
And that's still not enough for you. Like, we could have went and just got a whole bunch of draft picks and power forwards from the Knicks for Russell Westbrook or something. We went and got John Wall, who's been in shape for the last year or two, so you know that he's good. You worked out with him over the summer. Like,
yeah,
we're still trying to build around you, and this is how you're going to act?
He should have requested a trade, came to camp in shape.
Just did what he needed to
do. And then if they don't make the trade, like, okay, because they didn't have to trade him. But if they don't make the trade, then that's when you start to apply some pressure, like, okay, I'm not going to play.
Yeah.
But then you don't play. You don't actually show up to where they got to put you in the starting lineup because you are James Harden still, and then just, like, purposely lose the game. Like, you seen the pad. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
Of him, like, dribbling, and he just throwing the ball to James Wall, make him basically, like, he damn near said fetch to John Wall. That's not cool. That's
and
not
then
cool.
You out there, you clearly not playing for real because you haven't had 20 points in like 4 straight games. So you clearly not even trying because you can average 40 in your sleep with the way that you play and how aggressive you are to the line. Like, you're clearly not trying.
A book report on why you saw. Who writing that book report?
Make him do an apology interview.
The players. Right now.
Shut up. But man, it's all a mess to me. I just feel like
a book report. Imagine it being players writing a book report.
This team's so bad. Oh my mom, look. Why we got 8 power forwards, bro? I really just want to understand why we ain't got a point guard yet.
In 1994,
who the hell is
Patrick
the coach?
Ewing had 17 point guards on the team.
And now, in 2021, we got 30 power forwards. But I think it's been a long line of players that could have acted like that. Like, DeMarcus deserved to be able to act like that when he played for Sacramento. There's plenty of people that could have acted like that, and they just played it out until they got traded.
DeMarcus.
Like, Kyrie did it. Kyrie finished out the season over the summer. Was like, hey, look, y'all got like 2-3 months. I want up out of here. So I just don't understand why you had to be such a little baby about it. To me, quite frankly, a little biatch. But it is what it is.
Yeah. He's still a great player. But he just handled that situation wrong. I mean,
yeah, it was just poorly done, quite frankly. I think
that's all we got. We can move on. Petty Betty.
Yeah,
Petty Betty of the week, man. Who's the Petty Betty this week?
Why
we want to know.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get the name. I know who voice it is. I gotta listen to it again. But anyway, the other night, you remember the Rockets were warming up, and dude said James Harden's had his pregame meal.
I didn't see that. I hadn't seen that.
Boy was looking chunky as hell, and they were like, he's had his pregame meal. And then the whole internet like getting back on James Harden's ass, realizing you that fat again. Cause you remember that picture was out a couple months ago, and he looked real fat.
Hella fat. That was in the bubble.
That was. Yeah, that tucked in shirt. I gotta show you what he looked like with that tucked in shirt.
I seen that one with the tucked in shirt from the bubble.
I'm talking about the
most recently.
I was talking about that clip. Never mind. But yeah, they said he had his pregame meal, and then everybody and their mama been on James Harden's head about him being fat. Because he stopped looking that fat, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Right.
He went right back to Turkey Hut after preseason was over.
Turkey Hut?
Yeah, what is it? Turkey leg hut, something like that.
That sounds good right now. I'm hungry. I am.
He said, "No, for real." So it's just been funny. I wish we had the picture, but if y'all know who Mark Henry is, right?
Yeah, everybody should know who Mark Henry.
Mark Henry is real big. He got
the beard.
He had the little twist. He big as hell. He used to wear a black singlet with white stripes on the shoulders and the neck.
They put the Brooklyn.
Somebody put the Brooklyn.
If you ain't seen it, look it up.
Oh my God! And then they had a blank corner.
The next new big three.
KD, Mark Henry,
and then the empty spot. Hey, that's hilarious.
Where's Kyrie? I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Somebody just had like a hung up number 11 jersey in that cup. It's just.
Hey, I think that the only chance the Lakers have of beating the Nets, and it's a very possible, is if just like the shit don't work.
Okay.
In Brooklyn, like it goes to hell. You got the dribble. What Chuck said, they went. KD went from the Splash Brothers to the Dribble Brothers.
Dribble.
That's the only way it's not gonna work. I mean, that's the only way. I think if they can make it work for even a year, and not have people stepping away from the game, and James Harden get back in shape, I think Lakers don't have a shot of beating them, even with the established team. It's just too many buckets, I think.
It's a big old fat man, bro.
It's too many buckets. And then just KD is...
Who's going to go hard and big ass coming down the line? Like a linebacker. Trying to get to the cup.
He look like an offensive tackle. A lineman.
No, he's too big. And then if Kyrie ever comes back, he's a problem. Especially when the playoffs.
It's too much.
In the playoffs, he built for that.
Buckets. We've seen KD go at LeBron without question.
And Kyrie will.
James,
for sure. He's going to try to tear him up.
There is going to be a jump shooting team, dribble team, but the problem is you have KD. KD very rarely, goes on stints of not being able to get a bucket.
AD just got to average 40 because can't nobody guard him. But look, that's my petty, man. It was just the internet calling James Harden fat. Fat shaming does work. So... I'm sure. Just like bullying works. You seen what happened to Danny Green? They told him he was ass because he was 0 for 9. Then he went off for 20-something points with 9 3-pointers. Yeah. 6 assists, 4 rebounds, some steals, and 2 blocks. Yeah. Yeah, the game is like that. He got bullied. Character. It works. It works.
Chris Jericho.
That's funny.
Hey.
That's funny.
I used to have a Chris Jericho action figure. And all the other wrestler action figures had abs. Chris Jericho did. He wrote his action figure. He had abs. Him and Triple H. You can't get abs with an action figure, bro.
If they gonna do that, they need to start messing with LeBron action figure hairline. If you ain't gonna give him abs, I'll give him a crispy hairline.
It's gonna be dark. It's gonna be dark in the back, a little lighter in the front.
See them patches. I want to see the brown spots.
You gonna have a Coke can in the back.
I want to see the little splits where you can. Look, man. Speaking of shouting, dude, why you do this? What did you do last time?
He said Chris Jericho.
My chest hurt, bro.
Okay. That was pretty good, Justin. Okay, you want me to go first? I don't know what I'm talking about. You speaking of shouts. Okay, I got a cold. So, speaking of shouts, bro, I really don't know what I want to talk about.
Okay, look.
I ain't really had no revelations. Hey, other than just be positive. I feel like I've done this speaking of show before.
I hate Dario. Look, I'm a
Man, you speaking of show.
Let's just wrap it up with this here, man.
Oh, funny. Hey, Justin, appreciate you coming through, man. Bringing us laughs.
My honorable mention, Petty Betty, by the way, is Nancy Pelosi. Because why she wear the same dress to the impeachment twice? That dress had 2 turns. She said, oh, I'm finna do it to his ass.
Again. Oh, shit.
And another one.
Again.
Bro, they finna put that
So,
in the... They finna
done,
put that,
son.
They finna put that in the African American History Museum. They finna put that dress in a glass case. The impeachment empress.
Oh.
Why she wear the same dress twice?
Oh.
What she doing to him? She said, oh yeah, I'm gonna get his ass. She was at the crib like, yes sir.
Hey, what can I go to this trial and just shut it down in? You gotta do it to him, but yeah.
Boy, I'm finna stun on you. But look, speaking of shouting, man, I just want to quickly speak on Steve Nash and RJ Barrett's relationship. If you don't know, you probably found out if you watched the game last night. Steve Nash is RJ Barrett's godfather. So just for him to meet him at half court after the game, RJ Barrett started off terribly that game, but he started picking it up in the second half.
Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it. I watched like the tail end and I caught the start of it. But he met him at half court after the game, and they sat there and talked for a good minute, hugged and everything. And after the game, he said, you know, it's just kind of hard because I want to see him do so well. So every shot he shoots, I wanted it to go in. But at the same time, like, I need my team to win. So he said, I'm just proud of him.
Appreciate
happy to see his development and everything. That's just got to be a real cool moment for him and for RJ. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to speak on that. That was beautiful.
That's a strange feeling, though. Like,
right?
Oh, he's shooting. Go ahead. Man, if you
yes, sir. Look, you the only one on the bench like, let's go. Oh, my fault, y'all. That's my godson, you know. Like, imagine he dunk on somebody on your team. You like, get back on D.
I like their benches. When they get dunked on, everybody be like, my God, damn. That's my teammate, but damn, you just got killed.
Who was that on the Lakers that got that nasty block? I know his team was like, oh. You remember?
Oh, yeah, Shannon Brown.
I couldn't have been on the team because if he did that to you.
Shannon Brown, that's his name. It's not Shannon Brown? What's his name? It's Shannon something.
Oh, you talking about AD.
Who are you talking about?
Practice. Not the game.
Sterling, no, that's his brother. Sterling Brown is his brother.
And he got his stuff smacked by AD.
No, he's not talking about
no,
he's talking about old.
It's like Kobe was playing, yeah. It was a chase down. He pinned it against the backboard and
they
grabbed
called a foul. And this the Lakers reaction.
The whole Lakers was like, oh, but I know his team was like, God.
So both of the brothers got, never mind.
No, Shannon Brown did it though. He did the block.
Oh, okay.
It was a vengeance thing, yeah. But AD got that nasty block the other night and then said he lost his damn mind. You see the way he looked at him?
Mm-mm.
He looked
oh,
yeah,
crazy. I think I did. I seen that. Yeah, I did see that.
Like,
that's what you got to do to him. Like, are you serious?
You just try to, and it was a nobody on the Rockets too.
Serious?
I know he ain't serious.
He ain't serious.
He is not serious.
I've been trying to come up with something to speak a shot about. I didn't speak a shot last week.
We're done here. We're done here. Okay, you had positivity and good vibes. That's enough.
Yeah, be positive, y'all, man. Just keep chugging along, keep pressing along, all that good stuff.
We'll see y'all next week.
That's why I default to. I ain't got no.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through.